Hi, myself Dr. Nitin Kothari, engineer, mentor and R&D manager. I have did several projects in academics and many products in industry software as well as hardware. Today I am going to discuss about the risk management in business or in any organization. So risk management means risk management approaches to risk management risk management approaches to problem with an example of the controlling risk problem with an example of controlling risk. So in every organization or in any business, risk factor is very important. So in this presentation, the aim of this presentation to explain why it is relevant, risk why is relevant, and to explain its component is that the risk cycle, and as explained its component is that the risk cycle. So risk management system is a systematic approach. What is definition of the risk management system? So definition of risk management system is your systematic approach to identify, access and understand risk in order to guide further appropriate management and decision actions. Management and decision action. In my book, if I am going to explain the risk, to reduce or to increase the risk, the two factors are very important, which are first is your decision and second factor is action. Decision and action. If you are delayed to make a perfect decision at a certain time, the level of risk will be increases, and if you are delayed in taking an action, so the level of risk will be increased. So to balance between in two words, decision and action will reduces the risk management. Fine, will reduces the risk management. So what is the risk management factors? So it is a process, means risk management is a process to identify all the relevant risks, accesses, rank those risks, addresses the risk in order to priority, and monitor risk to report on other management. In this way, this processes will give you a risk management, a clear view. So what is risk management and why do we need it? So I can say that in my book, if you have heard that if there is no pain, no gain. Similarly in business or in every organization, if risk you are not going to take, you cannot be gain anything, but risk must be taken in your right manner. Fine. So right manner means must be promoted in a right manner, in a right direction, which gives a results in a future proper way of profit. So promotes good management, may be legal requirement depending upon the industry or sectors. Resources available are limited, therefore a focused response to a risk management is needed. So therefore a focused response is needed for a risk management system. Now what is risk? I said that in every business, if in a proper manner risk will be taken, get a good output in terms of your profitable margin, or in a good manner things. So a risk is an uncertain event which may be occur in future. Uncertain means maybe uncertain. Risk is an uncertain event which may be occur in future, might be possible, may be occur in future, or might be not occur in the future. A risk may be a prevent or delay the achievement of an organization or a unit objective goal. A risk is not certain. Here we have explained uncertain, and now we are going to say that not certain. So not certain is its likelihood can only be estimated. So not all the risk is bad. I said that, or not, if you are taking a right decision at a right manner, in a right proper appropriate action taken at a right time, so this is not a risk. So not all the risk is bad. Some level of risk must be taken in order to progress and prevent stagnation. Means if you are not taking a risk, you cannot be going to progress in your company, and the cycle of the many processes cannot be completed without taking a decision or without taking a risk. So the risk management, I can going to explain you about the risk management cycle. So confirm your plans, discuss many things to your colleagues, then identify and assess the risk. This is very important. Step second is very important, to identify and assess risks. What I suggest, you need to, when you are planning, you need be work on your one paper, and in one paper you can identify all the factors which are be assesses risks, and how we can reduce the factors of risk on the paper. After that, this paper can be going to a third manner where you need to evaluate controls. Where are your controls that you cannot be your company must be going for the profitable margin. So you have a evaluate control and challenges, and after taking this is an important factor. After taking this, you need to take an action, and then taking an action, you need to monitor the report, and this complete cycle is called as your policy or the risk management cycle. Clear? Now, risk cycles in step-wise steps we are going to discuss. So first we are going to discuss about the defined purpose. What is your defined purpose? Defined purpose is reflected to the mission. Every company and every organization must have a mission and vision. Clear? After that, they have a high level of planning, and then unit specific targets, and then targeted unit specific. Now, in second steps, the risk identification. What are the threats and uncertainties associated with the many organization or unit objectives? To separate out the risk into its causes and possible effects. Be concise and clear, and do not concentrate on the symptoms only. Clear? So this is your first. This is your risk identification things. How can you identify the risk? Now the risk management cycle in step third, challenges and evaluate controls. Challenges and evaluate controls. So controls means policies, control on the policies, control on actions, producers, processes, designs to prevent a risk or to limit its impact. So do they work? Are they effective? Reduce risk only should be a measure. Fine. So this can be a measure. Now this is an important in my slide, what are the categories of risk, how many types of categories we can be have. So there are multiple ways of the risk can be categorized. First is your final categorized, used will be depend upon each organization and circumstance. And second is your goal is to be a cluster risk into standard meaningful actionable grouping. So what follows is one example type is categorization. So categorization of risk may first and very important is that financial. Financial is very important. If you are not financially, a big support, then the business is directly proportional to financial. So reduce in funding. So category of financially risk, what happens when reducing in funding, failure to safeguard assets, poor cash flow management, lack of value for money, and frauds, thieves, and poor budgeting. So these are risks which are occurred in terms of financially category. Another category we can be designed for operational. So this risk results from failed in corporate policies, producer systems and activities, failure of IT system. IT system nowadays very important because the digital marketing, the internet of things, and artificial intelligence, all are the things that depend for the IT groups. So if there is failure in your IT support, so it will be a very it's a operational risk factor. Poor quality for service delivered, lack of succession planning, health and safety risk, and staff skills levels, no process to attract contractual commitment. So here we have studied about the various factors of the risk and categories of the risk, and how to control and make a decision to reduces the risk. Thank you.